Hey guys, PRs at home. Today we are going to talk about greasing the groove. We're going to be working on a 15-minute as many rounds for quality. Now, I really can emphasize the quality, not quantity aspect of this workout. So we're going to limit you to 5 rounds. So ideally we want to be moving slow, steady, focus on perfect positioning, focus on your breathing patterns. Just get everything feeling really good. Grease up the joints, get grooved out. Then we're gonna go into an 8-minute AMRAP. Now the AMRAP is gonna be a triplet. It's gonna be quick and spicy. So for our grease the groove, we're gonna focus on starting it out with a 15-foot crab walk. Now for the crab walk, we're not just gonna drag our butt like the dog across the carpet. We're gonna focus on driving the hips up. Try to keep your shoulders or neck neutral. And we're gonna walk with control, keeping the hips as high as you can. If they start to sink, we start crawling, and then we start dropping, that's probably a sign that we need to stop, slow down, recover, then move well again, okay? We're not looking for speed, we're looking for quality again. Then from there, we're gonna go into 10 alternating legs, single leg squats or pistols. So for the pistol, we're gonna focus on keeping one leg out, sitting down, stand up. If we do not have a pistol, maybe this is the time to practice your pistol. Practice that range of motion in your ankles. So what I would recommend is, let's start off with some air squats. Let's work on that bottom position, making sure the knee is tracking with over our toes. Then, let's bring those feet in closer so we can practice squatting over a narrower stance. If we feel comfortable with this, or we don't have the balance or the position to hold, use your sandbag, use your dumbbell. We're gonna sit down. I'm gonna use this as a counterbalance just so I can get and achieve that bottom position. Now, if we feel really comfortable with that, then let's try kicking the leg out. Regardless, think of it as 10 reps practicing your pistols, whether you have them or not. Spend some time practicing them. Then we're gonna go into a double tap for no equipment. Double tap is 2 claps on the thigh, 25 times. We're trying to go unbroken. If you have to stop, rest, that's fine, but let's just try to get that heart rate spike so then you're kind of forced to rest and recover going into your suitcase deadlifts. Now, for the suitcase deadlifts, we're gonna use our sandbag or something heavy that you can load up. We're gonna focus on hinging at the hips and then a slight bend at the knee. Now, as I hinge, it's really, really important to emphasize that I'm keeping my body in a symmetrical position. I'm not allowing myself to rotate and be pulled out of position. So we're gonna go 8 to 10 on each side, depending on the loading that you're working with. Now, if you have some equipment, we're gonna do basically the same 2 things for the crab walk and the pistols. The other options are gonna be a double under. So if you have a jump rope, 25 unbroken double unders. If you trip, you're allowed 2 failed attempts before you just move on. If those failed attempts happen after 12, doesn't count. If it's before 12, you trip up twice, before 12, just move on to the next portion, which is then gonna be a dumbbell suitcase deadlift. So same concept, hinging at the hips, keeping the trunk midline nice and static, tap, and then stand. Hinge over, using those legs, try to focus on keeping your chin neutral. Don't look up, keep that chin neutral the whole time. So 8 to 10 reps here as well, depending on the loading. We're gonna go through this maximum of 5 rounds. Coming off of Grease the Groove, we had our crab walk. We should have loosened up our ankles or our wrists a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna begin with a 30-foot. So it's an 8-minute AMRAP. We're gonna start it off with a 30-foot bear crawl. Now with the bear crawl, we're not looking for however you get down there, crawling or trotting on your hands. I want you to be strict about it. We're gonna keep our arms locked up, arms rotated out. Then we're gonna keep our legs straight. Now, from here, I'm walking, keeping my legs straight. If you've got good flexibility, we can stay in here, that's awesome. If we don't, we're gonna work from out here. But the goal is to keep the legs straight, so don't let yourself get flexed up. So we're gonna go for 30 feet on the bear crawl. Then for the no equipment, we've got our Sandbag Press. Now, load it up, get creative, whether it be a sandbag, whether it be a bicycle, whether it be a kayak, I don't know, get creative, find a branch in the woods, have some fun. Then we're gonna go into 12 lateral burp sandbag overs. So starting off with the burp, no push up, with a lateral jump. Now, it's not a burp into a jump. I want to emphasize it is a lateral takeoff with a lateral landing, okay? We're not twisting or turning in the air. So 8 minutes, we're gonna go 30-foot bear crawl, 9 sandbag presses, and 12 burps. If you have some minimal equipment, we're gonna keep the bear crawls the same. We're gonna go to a bumper plate press. So the goal is keep the weight in front of the body, straight line over the top. Get the chin out of the way. I'm stopping at about collarbone height. I'm not letting it drop where my shoulders collapse. We want to make sure we're keeping the upright torso here, shoulders nice and active. Followed with a burp plate jump over. Now on the plate jump over, just want to really emphasize, if you have to jump and land, that's okay. I'd rather you do that than jump and miss and then have a weird trip, okay? So be safe, have fun.